Hi, I'm Euan, co-founder of Willo, and today I want to give you a quick tour of how Willo and Teamtailor work together. For quick context, Willo is the leading asynchronous interviewing platform, and we've designed everything around the user experience, and that's all backed up by our G2 award-winning customer support. We're proud to be breaking down the barriers and connecting candidates with opportunities everywhere. The Willo platform works in the browser on any device, anytime. Even candidates with slower internet connections will find that Willo is a seamless and enjoyable platform to use. We offer you and your candidates 24/7 support, and that's all free and wrapped up in part of the price, so you can get on with what matters to you most, which is obviously your business. The integration with Teamtailor is actually very exciting because it enables you to remotely interview candidates with Willo without ever leaving the Teamtailor platform. Teamtailor was actually founded over in Sweden in 2013 and aims to solve the problem of traditional applicant tracking systems. The platform makes it really easy for small and medium-sized businesses to track candidates through the entire candidate lifecycle and create an incredible candidate experience all the way through that lifecycle. And that's why we're excited to work with those guys today. So let's get started with the setup. Let's just jump over into Teamtailor. So over in Teamtailor, we first of all want to enable the Willo integration within the marketplace. So we just jump into the marketplace up here and then just scroll down to find Willo, which is easy enough to do. Click on video interviews, enable Willo, a little checkbox there, just enable that. Once you've done that, you then want to jump straight into settings. And you'll see when you go down to the very bottom here that Willo is now available within your account. And all you need to do is copy the API key from your Willo Connect tab and paste that API key in here, and then click Update. And that is literally the integration now complete. So Willo and Teamtailor are now connected. What we can now do is add Willo into any of the stages within our jobs. So let's just do an example. We jump into jobs, and if we go to the receptionist job as an example, so we're hiring for a receptionist in London, you'll see here that obviously we have each of these stages. We want to add Willo, for example, into the interview stage here, so this stage here. What we need to do is click on triggers, like this, and then go across and add a trigger. So we want to add Willo in as an interview stage. So we click on this, and then we go down to Willo, click this. And then what you're seeing here is actually all of the interviews that are available within my Willo account. So I can just click on this, and I'm just going to choose one. Let's just send a customer service interview to the receptionist. We want to get to know more about their customer service experience, perhaps. So we choose customer service. And then we can also, using some of Teamtailor's extra features, we can actually move the candidate to a different stage once they've completed the Willo interview. I really like this little feature. You can also open this, and you can actually delay the amount of time that Teamtailor waits before sending them the Willo interview. Another really nice feature that only Teamtailor has. We'll just close that off for now. You can play about with those settings in your own time. But what we'll do now is just add that trigger. And what you'll see now is that as the candidate moves through this life cycle, when they get to the interview stage, they'll be sent a Willo interview. And we saw that one earlier, it was for the customer service role. And this is it. So we just click on triggers again. You'll now see there's a little magic wand up here. That just tells us that there's an automation going on behind that stage. So all we need to do now is, for example, let's take Palmer. We just drag Palmer into the interview stage. Palmer, within a couple of seconds, is actually getting invited to our Willo interview. So let's see how that works. So I've received the invite to the interview, and I'm just going to complete that on my phone. When I complete that interview on my phone, it will come back into Teamtailor via Willo, and we can actually review that person's answers. Now our Willo interview has been complete. We've received a notification, so we get an email from Teamtailor and from Willo. And we jump straight back into this receptionist job. We can click on Palmer, and we can actually scroll down and see that Palmer has completed his Willo interview. And what we have below that is actually a link to view Palmer's interview. So we click on the link, and it will immediately load up the interview that I just did a minute ago with all of their questions and their answers, and we can watch them back. Like so. Super easy. As you can see, No scheduling, no downloads, no Zoom calls, no hassle. Literally interviewed Palmer within a few minutes there. So the way the integration actually works, information is shared between Teamtailor and Willo securely. We at Willo encrypt everything and store everything encrypted at rest. Willo also sends all of the available jobs within your account to Teamtailor. So when you do that integration, we're sending all of the interviews to Teamtailor so that you can then choose one of your interviews from that drop-down list. Teamtailor then shares all the candidates' names, email addresses, and phone numbers of candidates when the interview invite goes out. So we receive the details, those three pieces of information, as soon as that invite or that automation happens. So it's a really simple integration. We're really excited to be launching this. It's an amazing partner to work with someone like Teamtailor. We don't just pick any old ATS. We've spent a lot of time researching and working with the team at Teamtailor to make sure that it's the right fit for you and obviously all of our other customers. If you have any questions about this integration, please visit support.willo.video or contact your Willo account manager. And thanks for watching this video.